Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the third round of the Swiss International Railway Chess Championship. After the loss against India and the win against Denmark, we faced Kazakhstan. And yeah, there I played on board 2 again, as always with the white pieces. And I had a French opening, and here I decided for a sideline, b3. d5, bishop b2. He rejected the gambit, which would appear after pawn takes, knight here, and knight f6. And then white sacrificed the pawn. He will get it back later. But yeah, he's then a bit ahead of development. But when people don't know it, normally they avoid it. So he played knight to f6, e5, knight to d7, f4, c5, knight f3, knight c6. So this is everything natural. Yeah, white can play here d4 or d3. There are different types of moves. I decided for bishop e2 to castle quite fast. So bishop e7, short side castle, queen c7. Now I decided for c3, supports the move d4. a6, clear plan, b5, bishop b7. So here I thought for some time if I should play a4 to stop b5, but then I was like, nah, it's not really problematic. That's why I played d4, and consequent he played b5, knight to d2, developing knight, b4. b4 is a bit the inaccuracy, because it lets me play c4. What would have been better is kind of bishop b7, short side castle, and continue normal playing, but also keeping the tension here on the board. But after b4 I can play c4, and now we have a lot to calculate, like all of this capturing moves are now possible. But it just gave me some space, and we will see how that is good for white. So here knight to b6, and again I needed to calculate all of this capturing moves. So rook c1, the idea is if here is a resolution of the center, the rook is on the opposite of the queen. And after capturing, he gets the square on d5. And I play queen d2 for protecting the pawn. But yeah, he has this square, I have this square, and in some moment I thought I can maybe jump in here or capture here, something like that. So short side castle, then yeah, I could have played f5, but it's quite a long line. So he captures, then I playing this, sacrifice another pawn, then I can capture there. He has to move with the queen, but also protect the knight. And then, yeah, playing against this. So basically I'm pawn down, but I have the bishop here, so it's interesting position, but it's not clear advantage. I decided for queen h1, simply for have the idea of capturing here, that he's not giving a check on g1, but also maybe knight to d6, and well, if he would capture there, capture and then capture here. So they were different kinds of ideas behind it. Rook d8. Now he wants to attack the d4 pawn, but also putting the rook on the same file as the queen. Bishop d3. And now he played knight c3. It was inaccuracy. What would have been a bit better is capturing, bishop b7, and we just continue playing. Knight c3, and yeah, fun fact, like the computer just let the knight there on c3 for one move, and then he just capture, And this is a bit better for white, because this bishop has always an attack here, and I'm still better developed than black. So there's a small difference than when I captured here, and then, yeah, he captured, I went rook c1, bishop b7, f5, to attack just on the king side. That was my plan from the entire game. And now you see why this knight is so strong. He protects the pawn, its outpost, and yeah, at the right moment to d6. So capture, capture. And now he played bishop b4. So he attacks my queen. I will come back to this move. The best move here would be g6, bishop d3, bishop f8 to reroute the bishop for attacking the pawn. And the problem with bishop b4 is that I don't have to immediately move the queen. So if you want to pause the video to try to find the best move by yourself, feel free. Here is possible the kind of classical pattern, bishop captures h7. And then after capturing check, normally the queen is here for this idea and the checkmate. So here black has two options. If he goes to g8, the problem is I can play queen to d3, which is threatening here some terrible stuff, potentially checkmate. If he would play g6, I can play queen h3, threatening checkmate. And if he tries to run away, I have this wonderful fork because this pawn is pinned. And yeah, that just wins too much material. So king g8 is not really possible. That's why he decided, okay, I come out with king g6. And here, of course, you need to calculate before you sacrifice the bishop. But after queen d3, he has to capture. And then rook f5. And then here we have this wonderful double check with rook f6, which doesn't allow black to go back. So he needs to go forward. And here I can play queen f5. And after g5, I have a checkmate on h3. That was also the game, so it was a beautiful ending, also with a checkmate. I don't know when I had that last time. And the crucial moment in the position was when he played bishop to b4, because it gives this square away for the knight. And then, yeah, he doesn't have enough defenders on the king side. So I won the game quite smoothly. Still potential for playing better, of course. We won against Kazakhstan with 6-0. They also just had 4 players, but that was a really solid teamwork. And yeah, then we continued with 2 victories and 1 loss. And against who we played the 4th round, you will see that in the next clip. So until then, take care guys, see you soon and have a nice weekend.